but for who I am. You see, true love is a love that's willing to climb on a cross and die. No greater love hath any man than a man that'll lay down his life for his friend. Young lady, when that boy asks you or tells you, I love you and give me this, look at them and ask them, do you love me to the point you'll die for me? If they hesitate, take the palm of your hand. The sheriff's not here, is he? Okay, he's missing. Brother Thomas, close your ears. And slap him right in the snot pumper. I wish some mamas would have helped me right there. That'd been a good place to applaud. Hello? And agape love. This is to my wife.
If there were no words, no way to speak, I would still hear you. If there were no tears, no way to feel inside, I'd still feel for you. And even if the sun refused to shine, even if romance ran out of rhyme, you would still have my heart until the end of time. You're all I need, my love, my Valentine. All of my life I have been waiting for all you give to me. You've opened my eyes and shown me how to love unselfishly. I've dreamed of this 1,000 times before, but in my dreams I couldn't love you more. I would give you my heart until the end of time. You're all I need, my love, my Valentine. La 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 la. And even if the sun refused to shine, even if romance ran out of rhyme, you would still have my heart until the end of time. 'Cause all I need is you, my Valentine. Oh, you're all I need, my love, my Valentine. Ooh.
Someone said, is this an appropriate time to do this, Pastor? As you see, a big majority of my family is with us this morning. I specifically invited them out to participate in celebrating my love toward my wife. and our love toward one another. Not a filial love, but an agape love, in which the Bible said in the book of Ephesians, the 5th chapter, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. And I said, the rest of my family is going to be here. So I want my family with me this morning. And so I consider each of you not only the sheep of the pasture in which God has placed me watchman over, but you're my family. And I wanted to share this moment with you. 22 years ago, a little better, a 17-year-old boy found himself by himself. No home, no job. And family, a distance. My dad and parents were in different states. I don't know that I ever felt more alone during that in my life than I did at that time. And the whole reason, and my dad, before he left Florida and went somewhere else, called me outside and said to me, trying to persuade me to go with him, puppy love will go away. This isn't my dad's character. But he said to me, puppy love will go away, but daddy's love will always stay. Amen. Brother Franklin, that broke me, broke my heart. But I looked at him and I said, Dad, I'm done moving. I have met the girl of my dreams. And if it means sacrificing to be with her, then I'm willing to make that sacrifice. 22 years later, puppy love's still going strong. However, we had dated for 2.5 years. And one day I remember in particular, we was in the car and was coming close to the time for my wife to graduate. And my mother-in-law, who loved me to the point where when she met me, she said, he is such a punk. And rightfully so, because I was in the house, never met him before that I remembered. Walked into her kitchen, looked at her and said, hey, sweetheart, where's your glasses? And then she made the statement as her dad, this rough, scruffy, camouflage, gun-toting redneck of a man that had a thicker mustache than I had hair. I hadn't met yet. Her mama told her, said, your daddy ain't gonna like him, and he sure ain't gonna like that long hair he's wearing. And everybody had mullets in the 80s. Oh, FYI, we're not in the 80s anymore, folks. It only looks good on Brother Allen Guy Penrod, amen. But that man, every day, picked me up from my house, my apartment. And even apartment is an overstatement. It was a room with a bed in it. And a refrigerator, a little refrigerator that my mother-in-law bought and I paid her for. We was riding in the car close to the graduation time, and Sister Toller was 17. And my mother-in-law was adamant. She's not getting married till she's 18. Now, my father-in-law is a man of few words. If you have a conversation with him, it's because he knows you well or you pull it out of him. And he doesn't say much, but I say with the greatest respect, when he does say something, he's got something to say. And while we were riding down the road, adamantly, my mother-in-law declared she's not getting married till she's 18. And Pop spoke up and said, when she graduates, she'll get married. End of discussion. See, you might just notes on that. Just that's true. She does listen to her daddy like that. So the preparations for marriage was made, Brother Thomas. However, I never asked her to marry me. I never went to her daddy with respect and asked him if I could have his daughter's hand in marriage. And so with respect, I asked my mother-in-law and father-in-law to stand. I love you, Mama. That's why I don't wear this mic. Sir, may I have your daughter's hand in marriage?
Well, it's a little late, but I guess.
I love you, Paul. I have folks in low places that I know. And I've been working behind the scene with my wife suspicious the whole time. And I had a ring handcrafted with the children's birthstones and then a diamond right in the middle of a wedding band and an engagement ring. And so I asked with knee bent. That's rougher. I should have did this back when I was 19. Donna K. Gorham Troller. Will you be my wife? Yeah, there's too many rings on her hand. She said yes, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Sister Donna K. Gorham Troller, put your hands together for her. My blushing bride. June the 7th will be 20 years, and we'll be renewing our vows. That ring is Valentine's and anniversary, by the way. And Christmas and Mother's Day, and part of AJ's tuition for college.